They shall shine and run to and fro like sparks amongst the stubble.
Hey, you can only imagine that, man. That's
Like,
that's that Barry Allen shit,
Barry Allen,
man.
just moving.
It's like there's this cartoon called Bleach. It's an anime, bro, and then in that anime they call it the Flash Step.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I watched the Flash Step. Yeah.
Out of nowhere, you'll hear just it sounds. It's basically like you hear them do a sonic boom.
Yeah.
And then they appear somewhere else, man.
That's a badass. It's a badass show, man. Ichigo.
Where he caught that the dude with the plate knife and shit.
Yep.
He went all 100%, bro. And if you ever my brothers see that, that's what we're gonna be, man. Fucking just zooming through and just fuck shit up.
Yep.
It's gonna be so much fun.
It is.
I got two for you. This is.
Hey, you know, they won't even be able to catch you with the naked eye, man, because you're gonna be so fast. You know, you so fast that you're gonna be able to chop the body, and they're still gonna be standing there, like they're still alive, before their bodies just split and they die.
That's some graphic for
It's
your
gonna be
ass
some
right
shit,
there.
man.
Yeah, that reminds me of Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer.
I watched it.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm not gonna spoil it.
Kabash always talks about it, man. I got two for you. This is Isaiah 41:14. It says, "Fear not, thou worm Jacob, ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith Yahweh, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. And thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small. And thou shalt make the hills as chaff. And thou shalt fan them, and the wind shall carry them away. And the whirlwind shall scatter them. And thou shalt rejoice in Yahweh, and thou shalt glory in the Holy One of Israel." So the Lord is telling you, man, fear not, man. For the brothers that's in this, really the only people that can be considered Jacob are the elect, man, the ones that take heed to this. Because they are not all Israel, which are of Israel, man.
Yeah.
So the Lord's telling us, men that have had faith toward the Lord, you know, those women that have faith toward the Lord, not to fear. Because he's going to give the spiritual men the power, man, and make us a sharp threshing instrument. A threshing instrument is basically, if you take a cutting board or a piece of a pizza pill and put like razor blades on one side of it and smack it into the ground, it's basically a threshing instrument. It cuts wheat, it cuts down grain.
Like a sickle.
Yep, not like a sickle. Because you slap it down, it breaks it, and then you drag it and it cuts it up, man. So that's what a threshing instrument is. This is and this other one right here.
This is all biblical.
Yep.
It's all biblical. It's all in the Bible, man. So this, not pointing over our ass and shit, and like saying, oh, like we're gonna get pure power. No, basically, no. This is in the scriptures, man.
Yeah. This is Joshua 10:24, and it says, "And it came to pass when they brought out those kings unto Joshua, that Joshua called all the men of Israel, and said unto the captains of the men of war which were with him, Come near, put your feet upon the necks of these kings. And they came near and put their feet upon the necks of them. And Joshua said unto them, Fear not, nor be dismayed, be strong and of good courage. For thus shall Yahweh do to all your enemies against whom ye fight."
Against all our enemies, bro. Just put our feet next to them, bro. And not because like, oh, we're just rebuff. No, what's that gonna give us that power, bro? It's like either they could be 10 times bigger than us, bro. Maybe they could be Jack O'Neal, some shit like that.
Yeah.
And be just like small boy like a yak, yak and shit.
Yeah.
Shit, and they'll just beat him up, bro. But fine, you got that scripture.
Hey, right, because that's just not gonna matter, man. What size you are, how big or how tall you is, as long as the Lord is with you, man. Hey, can I get one real quick? Hey, give me what is that? 1 Samuel 17 and 47. And what is that? I want to say Deuteronomy 20 and 4. I believe it's Deuteronomy 20 and 4. 1 Samuel 17 and 47.
1 Samuel 17, 47?
1 Samuel
17,
47.
It says, "In all this assembly shall know that Yahweh saveth not with sword and spear,
Right.
for the battle is Yahweh's."
Right. So hey, the battle is the Lord.
That's
And,
right.
The battle is the Lord, man. That's a perfect scripture right there. And because hey, when you go into battle, like when you go into Deuteronomy, what is that? The first chapter, where he told the Israelites, he said, "Go not unto that mountain, for they will slay you. I would not be with you." And they went up there, and he said, "What? The Amorites shall chase you like bees."
Yep.
Matter of fact, let me get that, man. I want to say it's Deuteronomy the first chapter, man. Let me get that. See, this is how important, like the brother is going into. This is how important it have to be that the Lord have to be with you, man. Because the Lord, if He ain't with you, you're not gonna win that battle. You're not gonna win that war against your opponent or your enemy. For an example, like Esau, man. You know, Esau coming into the land of Israel and he overpowering our people. To be able to do that, you have to have the Lord with you, man. So the Lord was with him at the period of time to take the nations. Esau was no different than the Persians, the Babylonians. He was no different than the Syrians. When the Lord was with them when they took the nations over. So the Lord is with Esau, Edom, the wicked right now, man.
Hey, he said, he told the king of Babylon, Nebuchadnezzar, he told him he was going to be with him, man.
Yeah.
Because what happened? All the nations said, "Fuck you! Like, we're not coming to your aid." And then he said, "All right, the Lord be with me." He's like, "The Lord gonna be on my side." And he told Daniel, he said, "I'm with him."
Yeah.
He told Daniel, "I'm with him, man."
So there you go, man. So Esau was the only one the Lord was with to come against his own people, but that had to happen because our people was going off. You got that out?
It's Deuteronomy 1:44.
Yeah.
And reads, "And the Amorites which dwell in the mountain come up against you and chase you as bees do,
Right.
and destroy you in Seir, even to..."
Go up a couple verses. Go up a couple verses. Yeah.
Or no, go to 40. Go to 40.
Go 45. Deuteronomy 1:40, and it reads, "But as for you, turn you and take your journey into the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. Then ye answered and said unto me, We have sinned against the Most High. We will group up and fight according to all as the Most High our power commanded us. And when we gird on every man his weapon of war,
Yep.
we were ready to go up into the hill. And the Most High said unto me, Say unto them, Go not up, neither fight, for I am not among you."
So that's what the Lord is telling Israel, man. He said, "Go not up and fight, for I am not among you." And keep going on.
"Lest ye be smitten before your enemies.
Right.
So I spake unto you, and ye would not hear, but rebel against the commandment of the Most High. And went for some..."
Ignorant ass people.
You got perfect military advice. And then you said, "No, we're gonna do this plan.
Right.
We're gonna run shotgun. We're gonna hit a wing." That's what he said. He said, do that wild shit.
And the Lord telling you not to go up there and fight against them. There's a reason why he's saying that shit. And you could imagine, the Lord spoke to the prophet. He spoke through prophets. So there was a prophet telling these men, look, the Lord told y'all not to go up there and fight against them. So don't do it and shit. They looking at him because that's how you know if the Lord would have literally came down and told them not to go up there, they would have listened.
Yeah.
But you could see that they only looking at this prophet as a man.
Yeah.
Okay, so you telling us not to go up there. Okay. This guy. All right, go ahead, Art.
Said, "Shut up, Barzal. We're going."
Yeah, pretty much. Go ahead, Art.
And went presumptuously up into the hill.
Speak up, Art.
And the Amorites, which dwell in the mountain, came up against you and chased you as bees do, and destroy you in Seir, even to Amorah.
Yeah. And that's what happens, man. Our people didn't listen, man. Our people went up there. You didn't listen to the Lord when he told you not to go up into the hills to fight against the Amorites, and they chase you down the hill like bees. And the Lord even tells you, man, that's when they began to slaughter them as they was chasing them. Matter of fact, finish that off, all right?
And you return and weep before the Most High. The Most High will not hearken to your voice, neither give ear unto you. So ye abode in Kadesh many days, according to the days that ye abode in it.
All right, get that. What did I call for? Deuteronomy 20:4.
It says Deuteronomy 20:4. For the Lord Yahweh, your power, is he that goeth with you to fight for you against your enemies.
Right, man. So the Lord, he's gonna fight. He's gonna fight with us against our enemies, man. That's why the scripture says, "Wait ye upon the Lord, so he might rise up against the prey," man.
That's right.
You gotta wait, man. You know, Israel, a bunch of stubborn motherfuckers, man. Hard-headed. Hey, Tazabah, man, get that 1 Samuel's back for me one more time.
1 Samuel 17 and 47.
Uh-huh.
It says, "In all this assembly shall know that Yahweh saveth." Salaki, it says, "In all this assembly shall know that Yahweh saveth not with sword and spear,
Yeah.
for the battle is Yahweh's, and he will give you, into your hands."
Yep. Hey, give me Ezekiel 35 and 5 real quick.
Hey, if I can say to him, man, you gotta wait on the Lord. I told, I talked to the brother Tazar about this. I said, in that day, man, I'm not trying to go outside of my fucking means to do shit. I'm not gonna short the Lord or nothing, man. I want to see what he's gonna do, man. I want to see that power that he gonna show, man. I want to see some shit, bro. We've been waiting for a fucking long time. I want to see some shit. You got it out.
This is Ezekiel 35 and 5. "Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee."
Right, hey, blood is gonna pursue Esau, Edom, man. You know, and the Most High, his vengeance is gonna be upon you. He's like the brother's going into. You know, the Most High is gonna put that spiritual power upon Jake, and Jake is gonna slay his enemies. Bring that back one more time, Mike.
Ezekiel 35 and 5. "Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by
Hey,
the
let me get Psalms 33 and 17.
by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood,
and blood shall pursue thee.
and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee."
Let me get to Psalms.
Psalms 33 and 16, it says, "There is no king saved by the multitude of an host.
Right,
A mighty man is not delivered by much strength."
right, and that shit don't mean nothing. And you see it in movies all the time. You can have this king with this massive army, all like the movie Troy, right? You know, they said Troy was one of the strongest kingdom because its walls have never been knocked down. You know, nice fitted army, all was, you know, nice geared up in armor. They had the nice horses in armor. They had the spears, the weapons. Then they had King Hector, you know, King Hector and shit. I mean, Prince Hector. And what happened, man? That whole place got burnt up to the ground, man. You know, so that goes to show you, man, you could have a massive army. You could have all these weapons of war, but at the same time, the Lord ain't with you. Your ass is going to fall. Bring that back one more time, Mike.
It says, there's more on 17. It says, "There is no king saved by the multitude of an host.
Yeah.
A mighty man is not delivered by much strength.
Mm-hmm.
And horse is a vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver any by his great strength.
All right.
Behold, the eye of Yahweh is upon them that fear him, them that hope in his mercy." It says, "to deliver their souls from death and to keep them alive in famine."
Yep, that's right. Beautiful. Hey, the horse can't deliver you, man. These things can't deliver you. All right, brother, you can go hit a war.
I was saying like the what campaign that?
Chariot.
Which one?
So,
Psalms 33 and 16, it says, "There is no king saved by the multitude of an host."
Yep.
It says, "A mighty man is not delivered by much strength."
and things like that Troy, right? Remind me of the Star Wars, the Death Star, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yo, it had a big mighty army, had all the weapons and shit,
Yep.
and it's destroyed, bro.
The rebellion's always small, man. If you think about it, in every movie, because the people that came against the Death Star was called the rebellion. The rebellion is always small, but somehow in every fucking movie you watch, they win. Reset.
I have Luke chapter 10, verse 19. "Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the powers of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. So what you're seeing here, that nothing's going to be able to hurt you at all. So he's letting you know, nothing at all. So if the brother was saying earlier, according to like, if you think about Hercules and you think about all these different superheroes that can't be touched or hurt or harmed, you're going to have more power than you can ever imagine, and nothing would be able to touch you. So no harm at all that will come to you, because Yahweh said that it would not happen.
I think that right? Basically, all that Marvel shit, right? Basically based on the scripture, man. With like Luke Cage and shit, that you really don't think you're hurt, bro. All that based on the scriptures. Can I get that John, the 21:25? Get Revelation 27.
This is the book of John, 21 and 25. It says, and there are also many other things which Yahushua did, the which, if they should be written every one, I suppose that even the world itself cannot contain the books that should be written.
So Yahushua did all that, bro. People still didn't believe back then, though, that he was the Messiah. They still didn't believe back then. You know, said that all the things he done. You can only imagine what he done, bro. All the things he done. He could have flew all the way up, bro. And flew all the way down, and still like, yeah, you're Messiah.
He probably did just to prove to his men that they wouldn't believe, man. He probably did. He probably came exactly how they wanted. Floating down from heaven, hands out. It just came down exactly how the people wanted. He showed his men. They still didn't believe.
You know, you even think about this when they were on the boat and he rebuked the wind. You know, like, what kind of man is this? And how they freaked out. Then he walked on water, snatch what's the name power?
Nah, he ain't Messiah.
Yeah, I know who this is.
Yeah. What the hell is this dude?
Yeah,
let me
do it too much.
But that's how you know. Even though the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they studied the Old Testament and they understood the law, statutes, and commandments, they didn't understand the spirit, man. They was too far from understanding the spirit. You know, did they really have a true breakdown of the Old Testament? No, man, because they didn't understand the spirit, man. If they understood the spirit, then they would have understood many of things that Yahushua came to do. They would have understood that shit, man. But they was calling him the devil and all type of shit.
This is the book of John chapter 14, verse 12. Because this is expounding on the point that he just made, man. We brought it out in John 21 and 25, how the Lord performed so many miracles and performed so many things during his time on this planet Earth that even the earth can't even contain all of the things that he had done. So John 14 and 12 reads, verily, verily, these are the words of Yahushua. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go unto my Father.
You got it.
Yeah, man. So I mean, because that's beautiful, man. If Yahushua did so many things that the earth can't even contain, you know, the stories, and you can't even describe all of these the miracles and the things Yahushua did when he walked the earth, and he told us that the things that he did that we're gonna do also, and even greater things. That's why the brother is bringing out these scriptures about the power that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is gonna endow upon his servants, and that's a beautiful thing, man. That's something a blessing for us to look forward to, man, for serving the Lord. That we're going to be able to have these kind of powers, man, that we're going to be able to have these kind of gifts, the same that our Lord Yahushua had, man, when he walked the earth, and we're going to do even greater things, man, so imagine that.
That's beautiful. That's a beautiful way to put it out. Get that Revelation.
Revelation 2 and 27, it says, I'm going to start at 26. It says, I'm going to start at 25. It says, but that which ye have already hold fast till I come. It says, and he that overcometh to keep my works unto the end.
So you must endure to the end. If you want this, man, why wouldn't you want this, bro? Like, if you most high willing we're part of elect, I do hope that we are, man. They were elect. Why not wait for it?
It says, unto him that overcometh to keep my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations, and he shall rule them with a rod of iron. As the vessel of a potter shall they be broken to shivers, even as I have received of my Father. I got another one. Psalms 2 and 8. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession. Thou shalt break them with a rod of iron. Thou shalt dash them in pieces like a potter's vessel.
So we're able to destroy people, bro. We're not gonna be like Superman trying to go off and shit, bro. Like I mean, like the movie Brightburn and shit.
Right.
I believe like with the boys, right?
Yep.
You like that, bro? I haven't watched it, but I heard a lot of things about it.
Bro, you gotta watch
That's
that.
how that's how it's gonna really be, man.
Real.
Yeah, brother. If you gonna bring up that movie, you're gonna have to watch it. All right. Hey, that Brightburn movie, hey man, when he found out who he really was and he started hearing those voices and shit,
The spirit
started talking to his ass, man. Hey, the spirit said, "What? Take the world, man.
Yeah.
Take the world."
the world.
Hey, man, he killed that fake ass mama of his.
Yeah.
Then that dumbass daddy he so-called had that tried to shoot him in the head. What did he laser beamed his face, man. Hey man, that's the type of Superman movie I always wanted to fucking watch. And the Most High put the minds, the spirit of the minds on them people to make that shit. You gotta watch that movie, bro.
You gotta watch that.
You gotta watch it, man.
That's a must. It's gonna surprise the shit out of you too, man.
Right. Hey, I like how he took.
Watched it with Zaquan and Cesar, bro. And we was in the movie like,
damn.
Shit.
Hey, I like how he took that cop out, man.
Ooh.
That dumbass bald-headed Jake. And he flew, boom, ran through his ass,
the
man.
woman
You
in
could
the
see
house.
the blood and shit just.
cop female in the house too.
Oh, he was slamming her like she was
Ragdoll her.
nothing,
She was-
man. She had a big ass gash on her face. Man, that movie
She
was
was sitting there
something
doing
else,
that.
man.
That shit that fishes do when you take them out the
Yeah,
water.
she tried to catch her. And he flew through that fucking building at the end of a movie, man. That's
And we're able to do all that, man. And ain't no joke, bro. We're already able to do all that, bro. Ain't a lie, man. I can't get that. I got you holding out.
John 12 and 37.
Yeah, come on.
I'll start at verse 36. John 12 and 36, it says, while ye have light, believe in light, that ye may be the children of light. These things spake Yahushua and departed and did hide himself from them. But though he had done so many miracles before them, yet they believed
hey, they
not.
created a Salakia. They created a game. It's for the iPhone, right? And guess what? You know, the brother brought out that scripture, "Children of Light," and guess what? The game is called "Children of Light."
Wow, bro.
So it's crazy. And what you do in that game is you have to go through these different stages, and you have to like light the candles and shit. And the candles, and you see how spiritual that is?
Yeah.
The candles alone, that's spiritual as hell. Bring that back, guys. Now that I really think about that.
Thank God.
And get Proverbs 6:23, man, and get Isaiah 60:1. Go ahead,
It says John 12 and 36, while ye have light, believe in light, that ye may be the children of light.
Right, now you go, man. That game represents the children of light. Get Proverbs 6:23.
Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, and the law is light.
Hey, in the game, in order to keep your light, hey, it's crazy, man. In order to keep your light going, because your body in that game itself is light. Your cape, the cape that he have on is light. So in order to even keep it glowing, you always have to go back to the candle and light the flame again, man. So the shit is crazy as hell because it goes back to the scriptures. But a lot of people wouldn't even know that, man.
Right.
A lot of people wouldn't even know that. Tell us about, read that back one more time.
It says, Proverbs 6:23. For the commandment is a lamp, the law is light, and the law is light, and the reproofs of instruction are the way of life.
Woo! So you always got to go back to that light, man.
Right.
You always gotta go back to that light to light yourself back up. This crazy, man. Go ahead and get to Isaiah.
Isaiah 20:3.
Isaiah 60:1.
Oh,
Isaiah 16:1.
60, brother.
Okay,
Hey, all right,
Isaiah
man.
16,
All right,
1.
man. Get a Q-tip, put some water on it,
I got
and kind of rub the brother eardrums out.
Arise, shine.
Mom used to do this shit.
Yeah. No, come on, man.
Yeah, clean it out, brother.
Yeah, wet willy and shit.
Oh, Isaiah 60:1. Arise, shine, for thy light has come,
Right?
and the glory of the Lord is risen upon thee.
And so there you go, man. Our light is shining, man. That game, hey, that's crazy, man. Now that I really think about it, and I always think about when I go back to that game, it's called the Children of Light, man. the children of light. And guess what? Now, your created character, right? You can't really change nothing but the cape and the hair and what it wears. But with under all those clothes, they're black. They look like black people. They're black and shit. That shit crazy, man. And I was thinking about that, the other day, and I was looking at it, and I was like, damn, look what's under all those clothes. It's black.
Crazy.
Hey, that has to. Hey, there had to have been a Jake that came in the
I'm
truth
telling you, man.
that make games.
I'm
man.
telling you, the shit crazy,
That's
man.
cool.
The shit crazy. And then at the end of the game, you have to wake up. You gotta like put the light that you find as light for other ones. So it's like you have to put the light towards other ones. So they're all in stone. They're covered in stone.
Wow.
So and then you gotta put the light. You gotta give them the light in order for them to come out of the stones. That's what I'm saying. Then you give them the light, and then eventually you die and shit. So you became that sacrifice. You die, then you ascend. You ascend
That's
up,
cool,
and then you receive your light again. And then at the end of the game, you're just amongst all these flying light type people and shit. And then you start receiving your light from them too. So it's crazy, man.
That's
It's spiritual as hell, that game is. I'm telling you.
That's crazy.
Hey, it said the light of the Gentiles. Bro.
Yup.
That's cool. That's bad.
It's bad.
I got an iPhone. I don't know where you played it. That's cool.
That's cool, man.
Play that shit.
Yeah, man. It's for iPhone. It's called the Children of Light. The shit is crazy, man. It's crazy, man.
That's dope. Heavy spiritual.
That's fun. I'm gonna watch some videos of that.
Like I said, like my food power, bro. Like that Children of Light, I recommend it. Anybody that got a PlayStation, bro, play Infamous. Infamous 2 and Second Sons. Those going to the spiritual powers, man. It's heavy. I'm the same. It's cold. Canada. You gotta play that. Can't get that
That's cool.
Where it says, I can run that back though. It says John 12:37. It says,
shit cold.
but though he had done so many miracles before them, yet they believed not on him.
So even though that he's done all that miracles, bro, all the miracles that he's done, they still didn't believe in Yahweh Shai. It's like, man, who is this? He could made a portal to the gate, to a city, to anywhere, bro. And I'm pretty sure he done that.
Right.
Not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure he done that. Yep, they still didn't believe that he was the Messiah. So they're not gonna believe us. It says, man, even though he proved all those things, they're not gonna believe us, man.
That's cool.
Get that on numbers.
Yeah, Numbers 23 and 19.
Yeah.
It says, the Most High is not a man that he should lie.
So Most High, not a man should lie. So all that we read right now, it's not a lie. It's not a lie. All the spiritual powers are true. You believe it or not. If you don't want to believe it, it's fine. You don't have to. It's still gonna come to pass. The 11 spiritual powers, but these spiritual powers are true out there. You agree?
It says,
Right, but it's not, and that's right, man, because it's not meant for everybody to believe. You know, these people all day could watch shows on Teen Wolf and Vampire Diaries and all this other shit about spiritual power, but at the same time, in reality, they won't believe in spiritual power. You can watch it all day on TV shows, but you don't believe it. You see what I'm saying? And then again, you believe on Christ, but you don't believe in the Bible. And the Bible talks about spiritual powers. You see, and that's how you see that the Bible isn't meant for everybody. Actually, this book is for the children of Israel, but it's actually for the elect, man. Because only the elect is going to be able to break down what needs to be broken down in this book. From the spiritual power, from the prophecies, to who are the children of Israel, who are the children of the Most High, man. Only the elect is going to get the understanding of that. You know, do you see pastors going into spiritual power in these churches? Hell no, because they're not supposed to, man. They're not supposed to. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, Esau can make a TV show like Luke Cage. You see, Esau can make TV shows like Black Lightning, where so-called black people have these type of spiritual powers, and you can see that they're actually fit for the spiritual power, man. You know, Esau always want to put himself in the big screen and show himself the spiritual power, but you can see he's not meant for that shit. All you got to do is watch. All you got to do is watch The Boys. Watch the fucking boys, man.
I'm gonna have to
And look
watch
how
that. It's
wicked
a good show.
Homelander was,
Yeah,
man.
real wicked.
And that dude was a straight Edomite, man. He was wicked as hell, man.
Hey, if you go back to that movie Unbreakable, what did the psychologists in the psych ward try to do? She tried to convince them that they didn't have
That they didn't have power.
because she didn't have power.
Right.
So she didn't want to feel comfortable with them having power.
Right. She said we cannot have gods among us.
Yes.
And they know who the gods are. They know we're the gods because it tells you that in fucking Psalms 82 and 5, man.
That's good. That's good.
You know?
82 and 5.
And they know that, man. That's why they out here. Hey, because if you look at it, right, you got all these missing people and shit. And the majority of those missing people are who? Jakes, man. Why? Because everything within our bodies are better than theirs, man. You know, that's why Jake has to smoke 2 packs of cigarettes every fucking day and still won't catch cancer until 40 years later and shit. You know, that's what Esau wants. Esau wants that shit. All these elites, all these top founding so-called fathers, all these elites and shit, they want to be us. They can't be us, so they target our people to have their people hate us, man. But not knowing that that's all spiritual, man.
What is it? Get Out. The dude sat there and said, "Black is the enemy."
Right, because if you looked at every picture she had in there, it was of a black dude,
Yeah,
man. All black dudes, man. We had the best of everything. Esau literally showing them that shit in their movies, man. You know, you think they would have had what's his name come out? What's his fucking name?
Shaft.
Nah, man, the dude who wrote that movie.
Key and Peele.
Yeah, man, you think they would have had him write something like that, man, if they didn't want him to write something like that? And he was a what? He was a Jake, man. That
His
wrote
first
that
movie,
Get Out, man. Yeah, his first movie, and it was good as hell too. I liked it. I liked it when he stepped on that dude's head. Bah! I was in the drive-ins, like, yeah, kill him. I was like, kill him, crackers, man. I had my window down and everything, kill him, fucking crackers. Fucking Edomites was right next to me and shit.
I got that Psalms 82.
Yeah, go ahead.
Psalms 82 and 5, it says, "They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course."
Right, they walk in darkness, and the foundations of the earth is out of course, man. You know, how do they walk in darkness, man? Because these people don't know anything, man. Hosea 4 and 1. They don't know anything, man. They don't know the true power of Yahweh Shai. They don't even know who they are as a people, man. These peon crackers, they don't even know who they are. They're finding out who they are through the prophets out here, man. So now you got Edomites saying, yeah, I know I'm an Edomite. I know I'm an Edomite now. You know, now you got Jake, and Jake saying, what? I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite. But look, are you really doing what Israelites doing? No, man. So a lot of these people are finding out who they are as a people according to the Bible through the prophets that are set up out here, man.
Right.
Go ahead, Doc.
I got this one for you.
Finish that off. You got to finish that off.
It says, verse 6, "I have said, ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High."
And who was he talking to? Israelites.